from Raleigh, North Carolina. And once again, we're hitting the road. Today, we're visiting Carrie and my good friend, confidant, and all around the epitome for the power of local real estate, Tim Devinney. Tim, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Robert.
Tim has been practicing real estate in the area, maybe a 100-mile radius for 10, 15 years. We met through local coffee shop, Third Place, and we're friends first and teammates later. So he recently renamed his company to New Native Realty. And if I may steal your thunder in this, Tim, because I love the name. Well, Tim didn't grow up in the area. He's been here long enough to be a native, and he loves to share it with all the new people who will then become natives themselves. And did I do that right?
You did it perfectly. I couldn't have said it better. Well, I probably could have, but I didn't.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your practice since I stole your thunder on such a great name.
Okay, thank you, Robert. We're a local, independent, small firm, boutique firm of 7 agents. I am the managing broker for the firm. We were originally entitled Mission Possible Team Realty. About a year and a half ago, we rebranded as New Native Realty, and the concept behind that was just what Robert said. We believe that the Triangle is a diverse and ever-changing, dynamic community, and there's a new native that is in the Triangle, and they're from everywhere.
Right.
So we wanted to welcome that diversity and celebrate it because we believe in it, and that is the motivation behind the name change. That plus Danny and I were tired of wearing black all the time, which apparently was the uniform for Mission Possible Team. And you had to sing that little song too, which I always got wrong. But I actually had that as my ringtone for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a long time ago. We've been in the business here in the Triangle for 16 years. Hundreds of homes. We sold homes all over the Triangle. Represent both buyers and sellers. Do a lot of relocation work with people from all over the country and the world. I have lived in the area for over 40 years. My business partner, Danny, has been here for right at 30 years. And we know the area pretty well. We've been fortunate enough to sell homes in all parts of the Triangle, from Micro and Kinley in Johnston County to Oxford in Person County, or it might be Granville County, I can't remember. Anyway, it's kind of out there. But anyway, Chapel Hill, Durham, Apex, Cary, Holly Springs, Raleigh, Wake Forest, Wendell, Knightdale, you name it. We work there. We love traveling all over the Triangle because it's such a diverse community. And we meet interesting people and get to play a small part in their lives, which is what this is all about. Helping people, find their home. And we take a lot of pride in that.
Well, it was my relationship with you early in the days that we coined the phrase "friant" between friend and client, because you and I work so closely with friends and friends of friends, and sometimes a friend becomes a client. Sometimes, and more often than not, clients become friends, and it's just this relationship that continues, and you get referred to friends and parents and coworkers that take you all over the Triangle. And you're certainly the epitome of that, Tim.
Thank you, Rob. Absolutely.
One of the other great powers of local real estate is that your realtor cares for you in a holistic. It's not just about a commission or a sale, and that's much more important in this quarantine time. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've been doing as a local firm to adapt?
Well, as you know, we've had this conversation several times. We take COVID-19 very seriously. We actually did not put any listings on the market once we shut down until we've entered phase 1 as of today, and we are actually going live with a listing in Durham tonight. So we have taken that very seriously. We show houses in a very different way. And by that, I mean, we don't just walk up to a house and open the door and say, y'all come on in and, open all the closets and, check out the stove. And
I'll be in the kitchen. Let me know what you think.
I'll be in the kitchen. Let me know if you have any questions. No, that is not anything like how we show a home now. We actually, we don all PPE, mask, booties, gloves. We do not enter the home with the buyers. This is Durham County I'm speaking of, because these are the actual rules. We enter the home before the buyers. We have sanitizing wipes. We wipe down anything that we touch, even though we're wearing gloves. We open all the doors, turn on all the lights. Then we exit the home and allow the buyers to enter the home. And then the buyers come out and we talk about the home. And that is the new reality of how we are working. If we have an occupied home that we're listing, we're even stricter about how the home is shown. If we're listing the home, we give very specific instructions to buyer's agents. Make sure that they are taking every precaution, just as we are when we are showing homes. So it's a very different world. It's manageable, though, if we do the right things and we take the buyer seriously.
It is manageable. And Tim, we sent a camera photographer out earlier to capture this picture of you about to meet with a new listing. First of all, let me say, you look great, man. Very stylish.
Yeah. I like the booties, don't you?
I love the booties, match the gloves. It's very.
That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for.
And very much another power of local is that the new Native team is stylish. They are both styling and profiling. And
yeah, that was actually, it wasn't a listing. I was actually showing a home in Durham. And my clients one of them actually is in the healthcare field. And they were very appreciative that we went the extra mile to do things the right way, because, there were other people there to view the home before us. And I have to say they were not taking those precautions. And
right.
That's unfortunate, but that's all the more reason why we do.
Well, that again, it's when you work with a local realtor, you're going to get a much more holistic approach. And y'all have certainly gone above and beyond. Phase one, are there any other definitive changes now that you can go in, should you go in, what does phase two then look like? Can you give us?
Phase two will entail opening of more types of businesses. I don't know if it will mean a lessening of restrictions for the real estate agents and realtors in the Triangle. But phase one has not changed the restrictions. The Durham rules have not changed. Wake County lifted their stay-at-home order and now just abides by the state. And that same is true for most of the adjoining counties. So really, Durham is the strictest county as far as real estate procedures, showing and listing a home. But we are treating all of our clients and all properties equally. So,
right, of course.
And we really don't anticipate that changing with phase two or even phase three, because this isn't going anywhere. I listened to a webinar this week from the CEO of Real Trends, which is a national real estate consultant firm that's cited on NPR all the time. These are the people that give us all the data. And they were talking about, people need to realize that this virus is going to be here forever. Just like the flu viruses, this virus is going to be here forever. It's going to come back. And we just need to make sure that we're prepared, that we take the steps to protect ourselves and the people we care about. And you're right, we are not about this commission, but we are about commission. We're about this commission and your brother's commission and your father's commission and your friend's commission, because it would be silly for me to sit here and say, oh, we're not in the money to make a living. Of course we are. But we recognize that by building relationships, you open yourself up to many more opportunities if you do a good job for your people. So
Right.
we strive to build strong relationships because we want your business in the future, and we want your friends and family's business in the future. And that's relationship-based business.
We want more Friants. I love
We
them.
need a lot of Friants. Friendly Friants are good. All Friants, though, just Friants.
Right.
Multiple Friants.
So for those who are sitting home thinking of listing as soon as they can, what's the best way to reach out to the New Native team?
Well, of course, we're our website, newnativerealty.com. You can also reach us on Facebook. Our page is New Native Realty. On Instagram, New Native Realty. You can call the office at 919-272-1753. We have an extremely exceptionally good-looking receptionist, because that's my number. And, well, okay, maybe that was a bit much, but still, many ways to get up with us.
Right. Well, let me throw out a recommendation. I've worked with Tim on literally hundreds of closings. I've a personal client of his, a time or six. He and his team really do treat you like best friends. So he is headquartered in Cary, but again, he'll go where you need him to go in the immediate area. So Raleigh, Cary, reach out and discover the power of local real estate. And if you have any questions, Tim Devinney, a New Native Realty of New Native Realty, is right here in your backyard. So give him a call. Tim, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Robert. Always a pleasure.
And we'll wave you off, Raleigh, Cary. See you soon.
Bye, Raleigh. No, you can't do that anymore. Got to wear a mask.
Oh. I got one.
There you go.
For the record.
All right. Thank you, Robert.